My favorite part about Dark Souls is no matter how well you think you are doing, these games will always humble you. I'm a Dark Souls noob, and I am on my 3rd hour of my journey to becoming a Dark Souls pro. Once I started my timer, I had to get moving. I had a lot to do during this hour. But on the bright side, I now had a pair of pants to wear. First, I had to get the large ember. Then I had to upgrade my claymore to +6. After that, I wanted to get Havel's ring. Then I wanted to kill Lotric to get his ring. And finally, I had hopes to survive Blighttown and kill Quelaag to further my progress. And of course, the plan is to do this all in 1 hour. I first had to navigate my way out of the depths, so I found my way to the bonfire where I could use some of the souls I had earned to quickly level up. After that, I found my way to the room where the large ember was, but I ran into this freaky butcher dude who messed me up bad. Thankfully, my attempt at getting my souls back was successful, and I was able to get the large ember. But of course, I once again died. Since I had a lot of souls, I figured running away from everything rather than fight was my best option here. So, one more try later, and I was able to successfully escape the depths with my souls. Now, I just had to get to my next bonfire and work my way towards Andre to level up my claymore. So first, I worked my way through the undead bird. Then the dragon bridge. And finally, the undead parish. But my trek through the undead parish did not go as planned, and I once again lost my souls. Forgetting to grab my souls, I ran to Andre to give him the large ember. Once I realized I forgot my souls, I had to waste even more time to run back and get them. Finally, after 15 minutes, I was able to upgrade my claymore. But here, I learned that I could not upgrade my claymore to +10, so I was extremely disappointed and felt like I had wasted a lot of time. So, I made my way out of the undead parish to prepare myself to fight Havel. I was pretty nervous because from what I had heard, Havel can be pretty tough for noobs like me. Once I reached a safe spot, I used the extra souls that I had left for Andre to level up because I needed all the health and strength I could get to help me beat Havel. Before I knew it, I was at Havel, and I was ready to fight. We began to take turns throwing hits at each other, and I was actually doing really well. I was hitting these back shots like no other. Wait, what do you call these? Anyway, I better change the name of this episode to Dark Souls Pro Plays Dark Souls for 3 hours. Oh, never mind. And to top it off, my run back did not go very well either. But without wasting any more time, since I only had about 40 minutes left to complete my tasks and attempt to survive Blighttown, I began to fight Havel one more time. And thankfully, I absolutely crushed him with my back shots again. I'm genuinely impressed that I was able to do this on my 2nd try. But I got the ring and immediately put on armor. Now I feel so much more safe. Next on my list, I wanted to kill Lotric, but I couldn't find him, which was very odd, so I decided to move on to Blighttown, since I was running low on time. I only had about 30 minutes to make it through what is many Dark Souls players' personal hell. So I moved my way down to this elevator, across the Valley of Drakes, and before long I had reached Blighttown. Here I came across ladders, ladders, more ladders, and of course, death by fire-breathing dogs. Somehow I managed to completely miss the Firelink Shrine bonfire. Now I had to run all the way to the bottom of Blighttown from the Undead Burg. This was a huge loss of time. Thankfully, after getting to the bonfire and Firelink Shrine, I came across Lotric, and, well, killing him was pretty easy to say the least.
No choice. But if this is our fate, so be it.
Sadly, I didn't get his ring for some reason, but I didn't want to get too hung up on missing his ring, so I moved my way back to Blighttown. But stupidly, I forgot to send the elevator back up on my last run. But before long, once again, I was in Blighttown. This time, I somehow managed to come across Firekeeper's Soul, which was cool because I didn't know that's what this item was. But, of course, I died again to the fire-breathing dogs. Thankfully, this time on my run back, I found the ring on the ground, which would be huge because it gave me a lot of health and stamina, which will help me with the next few boss fights. But stupidly, I completely forgot to send the elevator back up again, so there's another time loss. And, well, here's how this run back went in Blighttown. Now, I was back to my favorite place. Boy is it fun climbing down ladders and fighting bugs, nearly falling to my death. But seriously, I need to make it this time. I haven't beat one boss today, and I only have about 15 minutes to do that. Thankfully, this run was successful, and I made it to this weird-looking wooden elevator, which led me to the bonfire, which wasn't too far from the boss fight. I of course just needed to make it across one of Miyazaki's famous poison swamps. Be wary of amazing chest? What does that mean? Oh, I see. Well, with only 10 minutes left, I need to beat this weird spider lady on my first try. Thankfully, it seems as if her moveset is pretty slow, so I was able to predict her moveset relatively easy. Here, I got completely stuck and almost got killed by this explosion. Well, that was actually pretty easy. Now I'm able to ring the second bell, which opened up a gate somewhere. So, after watching that awesome cutscene, I used a homeward bone so I could make it back to Firelink Shrine quicker. And because I have a lot planned for the next episode, it should be pretty exciting. That is 1 hour. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.